Here's one startling sign that the Supreme Court has become totally corrupt. I just finished interviewing US Senator Sheldon Whitehouse on my podcast, Beyond Politics, and he told us something pretty stunning about how broken the Supreme Court is.
There are a lot of Americans, whether you're a local school teacher or a member of the United States military or a state official working in some department someplace, you have to live under an ethics code. And it's really strict and rigorous. And the idea that you take enormous gifts from people who aren't blood relatives of yours is pretty appalling. And the fact that you've got a Supreme Court justice who should be held to a higher standard, getting these huge gifts, which are a problem on their own, and having it come from a right-wing billionaire who is heavily involved in a variety of schemes to influence the court, including having his picture painted with himself, the billionaire, Clarence Thomas, the judge, and Leonard Leo, the political operative who works on behalf of the billionaires to fix the court. You can't make this stuff up. Mazie Hirono did a great job of going through Home Depot's ethics policy and how they can't even meet the Home Depot ethics policy. There are a lot of people who just see that this is wrong. And unfortunately, the Republicans are so busy trying to cover for this court because it is, in fact, delivering for Republican donor interests more or less nonstop. It's been extremely helpful to have people understand the larger context of this, to have this narrow example in this one area of judicial ethics, because the general problem of that toxic cocktail of creepy billionaires and phony front groups and dark money millions and secrecy around amenable justices applies in spot after spot. It applies in how the justices were chosen by billionaires through this Federalist Society list stunt, how the Judicial Crisis Network just down the hall in the same building was raising dark money and spending on ads to support their nominations, how they funded Republican senators through the confirmation period, and how once on the court, they funded these front groups that tell them what to do. And now it turns out they're actually feting the justices with exotic and extraordinary trips and retreats and vacations and gifts. So when you see the whole piece together, it is even more nauseating than just the facts of the Thomas situation alone.
The Supreme Court can't even meet the Home Depot ethics policy, but that's not surprising given everything else Senator Whitehouse said. If they had even minimum standards against corruption, Clarence Thomas couldn't have accepted millions of dollars of gifts from conservative billionaire Harlan Crow. His wife, Ginny Thomas, couldn't have accepted millions of dollars more in shady deals, like her work running the ultra-right-wing Council for National Policy that advocated for creating false slates of electors, or her lobbying firm Liberty Consulting, who had clients who filed briefs before the Supreme Court, meaning people are paying Clarence Thomas through his wife when he's ruling on their cases. Chief Justice John Roberts' wife couldn't have accepted $10 million in commissions to place lawyers at top law firms, lawyers who, you guessed it, will end up arguing cases before her husband. And of course, you couldn't have all of these right-wing justices getting onto the court through lobbying campaigns funded by hundreds of millions of dollars from dark money groups, and then ruling in favor of protecting the interests of these same groups. So what do we do about all this? If you want to hear more, please do us a favor and subscribe, because Senator Whitehouse had a bunch of ideas. We're going to share the whole interview here on the Blue Am channel. And leave us some comments with your ideas and your questions, because we're fighting a totally broken system, and we need all the good ideas we can get.